Welcome back to Rain Rant, I guess. It's the time whenever it rains, I decide to rant. And today I decided to put on makeup. I have this box. Wow, that's a loop, but I may put on makeup and I'm going to rant. I will also be playing Toll Drama Island. It's an amazing show. Don't know it, go watch it. So Rain Rant. Let me turn this down. So pretty much, what I'm going to be ranting about is school. If you have school, or if you're in school or have gone to school, you understand that it's a pain. If you go to a private school, or a fancy school in my book, you do not understand all of the problems. Like in how come in private school, there's often a zero tolerance for bullying. But in public school, it's pretty much the exact opposite. It's pain. So pretty much almost all of my friends have been bullied. I remember some of my friends are Therians. They dress up as animals because they feel connected to them. And they would be bullied for it. What I got annoyed about was over the summer there was a new dress code. Therians put on tails and ears, kind of like furries, but they're not furries. Furries just dress up as animals, compared to Therians who feel connected to animals. So the dress code said that no one could wear tails or ears, which got a lot of my friends mad, because they want to feel happy. You see, whenever they try to ask a teacher, they said, apparently some kids were being bullied, so we made them change how they dressed. So I was so confused. These kids were being bullied. Instead of helping them, you told them that the bullying was their fault. I got so annoyed. So many of my friends were bullied. I wasn't bullied because of it, so I didn't do it. But I always saw my friends, whenever they wore the tails and ears, they would always be so happy. So happy. No joke. They would always be smiling, they'd be happy, they'd be smart, they'd be perfect. They would be happy. But whenever someone would comment on their appearance, they would fall in a bit of despair, but they'd just be like, again? But they would mostly just be mad, because they would go tell a teacher, the teachers wouldn't care. Which I got so annoyed about. These kids are getting bullied, and they always promote it like, bullying is bad. If you get bullied, tell a teacher. My friends always did. They never got help. There's only one time whenever a teacher actually cared. That teacher, I'm going to use her name, Miss Huntsman, aka Miss Cook. My friends were being bullied, and they said, oh yeah, these two girls are bullying us. She said, okay, I'll have a talk with them. I trusted that teacher because she has helped me out before. Whether it was in class whenever I didn't want to work with people because I didn't care about them, or if it was because of my friends, or whenever she would kind of just support me about my art. I trusted her, and that was good. But the problem was, the girls that were always picking on them, popular kids. You can't fight popular kids. That's the problem. If you go to a private school, I think that there are still popular kids. It's not as major as public school. Because in public school, your social hierarchy, if you're social, popular, you are pretty, handsome, popular, sociable, and kind of rich, you are perfect. You are considered popular and perfect. I was more or less the exact opposite. I wasn't bullied as bad as my friends, but I was bullied many occasions. And I remember these kids, like, I'd just be drawing in the middle of class after taking a test. They'd be like, Danielle, stop drawing. Why? Because it's distracting. You sit halfway across a room. How am I distracting you? And they would take my sketchbook just out of my hands, like I'd be drawing. They'd take my pencil and be like, what? Put it back. I'd tell them, like, hey, give it back. That's not yours, that's mine. Oh, I just want to see it. And then they'd take my sketchbook and be like, I want to look at some of your drawings. No. I always got so annoyed whenever they would do that. I remember this kid actually tried to take my test whenever I was done. Like, I did my test, and this kid, like, picked it up and started looking at it. I was like, dude, no, give it back. He's like, sorry, I was joking around. It was the same person every time. Eventually, he, like, took my pencil. I kind of was a little bit loud, like, hey, give it back. And the teacher came over, she was like, what happened? He took my pencil. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was hers. And I said, no, you know it was mine because you took out my hands. Like you did every time I would draw, and like I just started ranting. I loved it because the teacher didn't even bat an eye at the fact that he was like, what? No, that didn't happen. And she told me if it ever happened again to come talk to her. So that continued to happen. And no matter what, my friends got bullied a lot worse than me. But it just got so annoying in school whenever the teacher's like, if you have a problem, come talk to us. But if you're being bullied by a popular kid, we don't care. What? What? It was so hypocritical. I remember if my friends were to even try to talk to the teachers, they wouldn't ever care. It got so annoying. I remember there was one person that they considered their friend. I am going to be using names in this scenario, but I made delete this video, so her name was Emily Thornberry. I only learned about her last year. Emily Thornberry, I didn't know much about. First time I ever saw her, she was hanging out with an old friend of mine. They were inseparable. I was confused because I thought that they were dating. Apparently they weren't. But I remember the few times I would actually like have to deal with her weren't for good reasons. So the first kind of bad encounter I had was whenever she started saying that my Ethereum friends were furries. In case if you're wondering, they have a very big difference. Like I said earlier, Ethereums dress up as animals because they feel spiritually connected, but furries dress up as animals because they just like to look like animals. I remember she started calling them furries, and my friend Roscoe just continued to stick up for her. And we were all like, no, Roscoe, she isn't good, stop sticking up for her. And my friend Delaney was like, you know what, Roscoe, you have to choose. You want to hang out with her or us? In the end, she chose both of us, and I didn't know a lot of what was happening, but I knew from that scenario that something wasn't good, and that we weren't going to be friends. Should have taken the instinct and the initiative to stop hanging out with her. But she was a friend of my friends, and I couldn't say no to her. So, with any time she would be around me, I didn't even care. Until one of the dances came up, and my friend Shelby was crying. I don't know why, so I asked her, hey, what happened? Turns out her boyfriend that is like 4 years older than her was committing suicide at that moment. So we all tried talking to him. I remember eventually Emily comes over and she was flirting with him. Emily was flirting with a 16-year-old who was already dating someone. She was flirting with him while dating my crush. So I started going off on her. I'm like, Emily, how dare you? Like she said, oh, I don't even care about him. I don't know him in real life. I said, okay, neither do I, but Emily, there's a bit of a difference. He is a human. He has emotions. He has value. And you don't care. What the heck? They started saying, how dare you not care about her? And then, so that was on Friday. On Monday, I come back, my friend Blakely says, Danielle, how dare you tell Emily to kill herself? I'm sorry, I'm watching this and it just got really funny. Because it was originally like a swear, but they bleeped out. But it was kind of stupid. Because I come back and my friend Blakely is telling me that I shouldn't have told Emily to go kill herself. I didn't talk to her. My friend Blakely was so confused, like, what do you mean? She told me. I blocked both of her numbers. She had 2. I blocked them both because I didn't want to be associated with her. And then she told everybody that I told her to kill herself. What? So instead of, I don't know, just leaving it at the fact that she was kind of being a jerk, she decided to take it a step too far by wrapping me into it, telling everybody that I told her to kill herself. I didn't. I really didn't. So I'm just dealing with all this anger because I don't have any classes with her other than one. She sits really far away from me. And then you know what happened? So my friend Serenity, she tells the counselor, and so she gets us both in there. And then the counselor, Emily tells the counselor, I thought she told me to kill myself. Oops, sorry, friends. Me wanting not to be in the counselor's office, and I was just holding back all the anger. She said, yeah. While we were walking away, she was like, oh, sorry. Trying to act all buddy-buddy. I don't like her. I didn't trust her. But couldn't stop being friends with her. She was friends with my friends. But eventually, she tries to ask out my friend Roscoe. Roscoe is an FTM gender fluid person. You see, well, Emily asked them out. We were all kind of just like, oh, okay. Considering that this was after Jade Quinn broke up with her for not caring about Matthew, trying to kill himself. She tried to go after Roscoe. Whenever Roscoe said, no, not now, pretty much referencing that Roscoe would date them later, she took that in the wrong direction. And then the next day, she was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, because she kind of threw a bit of a fit. Eventually, we tried to give her a hug, and you're like, oh, it's okay. We tried to give her a hug, and she like backed up out of our arms and said, stop, I'm straight. You were straight, you say. But how come, just yesterday, you tried to date someone, not a dude? And I remember she just started going on a rant. And I hated it. Because everybody still thought that she was good. I started seeing that she wasn't very nice. Which no one else was really seeing. And eventually, some of my friends start saying, hey, she's not exactly a good person. Let's stop hanging out with her. But not all of us saw that. Some of us still thought that she was good. I tried to convince them that she wasn't, but none of them listened. Which, whenever everything else happened, I wanted to say I told you so to all of them. This summer, so I'm just minding my own business, and close to the end of school, Jake was like, hey Danielle, I'm having a birthday party, pool party-ish, at my house. Do you want to come? Me being me, I said, yes. Yes, please. You know, why would I say no? So, I'm just praying that nothing bad happens. I'm hoping that my mother won't yell at me. Eventually, I'm just waiting until I realize I didn't give him a gift. So that just made my heart stop. Like, if I don't show up with a gift, he's going to kill me. He's a nice kid. So I just started freaking out. And eventually my mom was like, oh yeah, let's just give him $20. Perfect idea. I wanted to give him something special. So pretty much what happened was, eventually, it's the day I'm watching Panty in the Stocking. And I remember it's like 5 hours before the party. And I'm already ready. I'm ready to go. I started thinking of what to do, who's going to be there. And I started getting changed. See, I put my bathing suit underneath all my clothing. And I remember what happened was eventually my mom came home and we were going to leave. And she's like, oh yeah, let's go grab the money, let's go grab the card. Eventually we went there and I started texting my friend Blaine, like, hey, are you there? She said, oh yeah, I may be a bit late, but eventually we got there and my friend Roscoe wasn't there. So what happened was, eventually my mom and I got in the car, we got the stuff, we started going down, and I just started feeling like all the anxiety, like, what is going to happen? Who's going to be there? Oh my god, oh my god. And so we get there, and I'm confused, like, we see the front door opened, we hear people in the backyard, me and my mom decided to go in the backyard, and once I see the pool, there was already like 6 people. Jay, his brother, the twins, Hunter, and a girl. My friend Delaney. She wasn't late. Eventually, one of the twins see me like, hey, it's Danielle! Crap, they've seen me. And Delaney like whips her head around and screams, Danielle! I'm just like, what? Nope, not today. So I tried to run away. So pretty much what happened was I ran away to the front of the house. My mom got up there. Eventually we tried to go inside and we talked to the parents about it. And then the dad was like, oh yeah, there's a bathroom over there if you want to go get changed. I said, nope, I already got my bathing suit on. It's like, prepared. And what happened was I walked out there and I realized my shorts were tight. That was a problem. Wondering why it was a problem? Tight shorts, kind of hard to get off. I had to undress in front of 5 boys and a girl, whom was Lesbanese. Sorry, just keep on hearing that word. I think that's super funny. Pretty much what happened was I tried to get off without making a big deal. Started dying on the inside. Eventually I got into the pool, I started yelling at the lane, be like, you told me you'd be late! Eventually everything is going okay. And then Emily shows up. No. In my head, I wanted to get out and go stop her. But I was at my friend's birthday party. I was trying not to be mean. And pretty much what continued to happen was she got into the pool, and I hated it because she continued to try to kill herself. You see, I'm not hating on her because she was trying to commit suicide. No. I'm hating on her because she was doing it for attention. She wasn't really talking to anyone. No one was talking to her. So she tried to make it all about her. So I got so mad whenever she continued to try to do that. And eventually I decided to play Truth or Dare. So I try to get people into it, and eventually someone dares Jay Quinn to kiss Emily. I was confused, like, did they just break up? So then he tells me, no, they're dating. They got back together. You know, that wasn't good. That made me just stop everything. And in retaliation, I said, hey Hunter, yeah, I dare you go kiss Emily. Eventually, me and like 4 other people try to hold Jacob back while Hunter tried to go kiss Emily. Eventually, he didn't do it. So I got just kind of really mad because, great, perfect, fun. Eventually, she just continues to start more and more drama. And I'm just waiting to the moment that she insults me, I can just lose it. But I try and keep it together, try not to be a bitch. So I was kind of just like, Emily, shut up. And I remember I got so annoyed because another time, whenever Emily was at a friend's birthday party, you know what she did? So it's like 1 in the morning. No, it was like 10 at night. No, we didn't have coffee at that moment. I remember we see Emily watching something, and I walk over, I'm like, hey Emily, what you watching? Let's just say, it's something that you watch in your free time, not at a sleepover with other girls. So I start being like, Emily, seriously, what the heck? No. This isn't normal, this isn't okay. We're at a birthday party, not your house. And I remember later on that night, she falls asleep, so I kind of just poke her. She jumps up and acts like as if I just assaulted her with a gun. So I was like, seriously. What the heck? So, as a positive note, it's raining today, which is nice. I'm watching my favorite shows. It kind of just makes everything else seem so little. Later on I may go get some tea, but tip, if you're ever feeling down, sad, or lonely, you can trust a few things. Music. It can never betray you. Unless if you got bad headphones, then just don't use headphones. Slushies. It may give you a brain freeze, but it kind of just knocks out all the pain, you know? I guess also tea. different types of tea. There is sleeping tea if you have insomnia. It may not work perfectly, but it could help. Get some melatonin, sleeping tea, and relaxing music. In a bath, it could really help you. So, see you guys whenever it rains. I'll be back for Rain Rant. Or I may do other things. I may do some more drawings. I may post some drawing videos, speed paints. I may do some live streams.